Hello, welcome. If you saw my recent video on the Leica Q3 versus Leica Q2 versus Leica Q camera, today I have something very similar for you. If you're on the market to buy a Leica SL series camera, this video is for you. Today I'm going to compare the Leica SL versus the Leica SL2 versus the Leica SL2-S. This video will cover common features, differences in terms of both design differences and performance differences. We'll compare images from all three cameras. We'll do a low light test for photographers. We'll consider video for videographers. And stay with me until the end and we'll go through which camera may be right for you. Hey guys, Matt here from MrLeica.com. So starting with the common features, all Leica SL series cameras are full frame mirrorless cameras. These cameras are Leica L mount, which means unlike M cameras, you can use autofocus lenses. All three cameras have the IP54 weather sealing and they're very robust design. These cameras are built to last, no question. Leica SL cameras have 2 card slots compared to the single card slot of M cameras. If we take a quick look at all three cameras, at first glance they look very similar. We'll go into the subtle differences in a second. Okay, next, now let's look at some of the differences. So the Leica SL and the Leica SL2-S are 24 megapixels, where the SL2 is 47 megapixels. The Leica SL has a base ISO of 50, where the SL2 and SL2-S have a base ISO of 100. The advantage of the SL2-S, it goes up to 100,000 ISO compared to 50,000. All three cameras have a mechanical maximum shutter speed of 8,000th of a second. The SL and the SL2-S have a maximum electronic shutter speed of 16,000ths of a second, but the SL2 actually goes up to 40,000th of a second. In terms of camera weight, the Leica SL2 is the lightest, 835 grams, followed by the SL. You're probably thinking that's all very nice, Matt, but what about image quality? So how do the colours compare from all three cameras? Here's a comparison test shooting all three cameras at the same settings. And to my eyes, the SL and the SL2 share similar colours, where the SL2S has slightly different colours. I'd say slightly more reddy brown. I will share the comparison photos in a blog post. I can put a link below if you want to see those. Okay, back to the slide deck. These slides did take quite a while to produce for you, so if you appreciate this video, please smash the like button. The Leica SL is set to give 400 photos per battery, SL2 370 photos, and the SL2S 510 photos. If you want that shoots fast, the Leica SL shoots at 11 frames per second, SL2 20 frames per second, SL2S 25 frames per second. If we now look on the back of the cameras, all three cameras have a fixed LCD screen. The difference is the SL has got a 3-inch LCD and the SL2 and the SL2S have a 3.2-inch LCD. All three SL cameras have the big bright viewfinder. The difference is the SL has got the 0.8 magnification. The SL2 and the SL2S have a 0.78 magnification. The SL has got a 4.4 million resolution EVF, where the SL2 and the SL2S have a 5.76 million resolution EVF. I think the newer cameras maybe do look slightly clearer through the viewfinder, but the SL is also fantastic. If we look on the side of the camera, the ports do vary. The original Leica SL has still got the old-fashioned PC sync port, and you need an adapter to use a microphone or headphone jack. The SL2 and the SL2S have got more modern ports with 35mm jacks and the usual HDMI ports. If you've ever tried doing video with a Leica SL camera, handheld, it's a little bit jittery. The Leica SL has no IBIS, in-body image stabilization, so you do get camera shake, whereas the Leica SL2 and the Leica SL2S do have 5.5 stop IBIS, and so you get much smoother handheld video footage. Talking of video, the Leica SL and the SL2 have 4K 10-bit footage, the SL2S has 4K 12-bit footage. I read an interesting report where a videographer compared footage from all three cameras and confirmed that the SL2S footage is more similar to a Lumix S5 camera and it's less Leica-like. I can link that article in the blog post to follow. I'll put some links below. If you shoot with autofocus lenses, the Leica SL and SL2 have a contrast detect autofocus system. The SL2S has a slightly faster autofocus, so that may suit many of you. Most people are expecting the Leica SL3 still to come. We'll probably have the Leica Q3 style autofocus, which will be even faster. If we now take a look at the design of the cameras, if you first look on the back, the original Leica SL has 4 buttons, where the Leica SL2 and Leica SL2S have the 3-button design found on other Leica cameras. If you look on the front of the cameras, the SL and the SL2 have the white Leica logo. The SL2-S has the black Leica logo. There are a few more subtle differences. The SL is maybe less grippy than the SL2 and the SL2-S. The SL has got a single button on the front rather than a twin button. And then looking on the top of the camera, the SL has got the silver buttons. The SL2-S, the SL2 and the SL2-S have got the black buttons, and also the model of the camera inscribed on the hot shoe. Okay, the big question, how well do these cameras perform in low light? I did a low light test, and thanks to Peter Coulson lending me his tripod, in addition to the cameras, all three cameras were fitted with Really Right Stuff tripod maps, and then I used a Really Right Stuff tripod and ball head. These videos are not sponsored, but I must just say the Really Right Stuff tripod is probably the nicest tripod I've ever used. And if you want a Leica quality tripod, definitely consider the Really Right Stuff equipment. I can put a link below if you need a tripod. Okay, so looking at the photos, I did the test first at ISO 3200. All photos look pretty good. There are slightly different colour cast differences. Feel free to comment below your observations. Next, a shot at 6400. Again, still pretty clean. Next at 12,800. Following that at 25,000. And then finally at 50,000. And looking at my screen, I think the Leica SL2-S is at least one stop better than the other two cameras. But I was surprised how well the original Leica SL held up compared to the Leica SL2. And I think they're probably good up to 12,800 for usable photos. How much do Leica SL cameras cost? Well, the Leica SL2 is $7,000. The SL2-S is $5,200. And the SL is only available used. The good news is if you now visit mrleica.com, click the link, you can now go to the buy and sell section, and there are listings for the SL, the SL2 and the SL2-S. Be sure to check it out, link below. So that brings us on to the big question, which Leica SL series camera is best for you? Before I tell you, I must just say a huge thanks to my awesome patrons. Okay, first the Leica SL. The Leica SL is a camera that I use and I absolutely love it. Advantages of the Leica SL: it is the best value / cheapest SL camera. If you don't need image stabilization, I think it's great. I shoot with that IBIS and I never really noticed a difference for photos. If like me you shoot mostly manual focus using say Leica M-mount lenses or vintage Leica screw-mount lenses, I think the SL is excellent. And if your priority is photography and not video, the Leica SL I think is still an excellent choice. If you're someone that wants the maximum megapixels, you'll prefer the SL2 because you get the 47 megapixels. Equally, if you want the highest resolution possible from your camera or from your camera lens combo, again, get the SL2 because of the higher resolution to give you the best possible image quality. To me, if you love cropping or say shooting with an APS-C lens, such as the Leica TL lenses, the 47 megapixel Leica SL2 is excellent because you've got the extra megapixels to then crop in. Finally, the Leica SL2-S. If you love to buy the latest cameras, the Leica SL2-S might be for you. If you're happy with 24 megapixels, but you want all the mod cons of the latest camera, the Leica SL2-S ticks that box. I think the Leica SL2-S is particularly good for people that shoot video and photos, both for the image stabilization, but then all the other kind of small benefits that come with the Leica SL2-S in regards to video. I must say a huge thanks again to Peter Coulson for lending me his SL2-S and his SL2, and he shoots video with his SL2-S and he just loves the features, especially the waveform monitor. If you're more interested in photos and you just want great autofocus, the SL2-S is the fastest option available until the SL3 arrives. Finally, the reason you may want to get the Leica SL2-S is the improved low light capabilities. I know that's really important for many photographers, but also video too. Okay, what is my choice and what is my recommendation? If you follow this channel for a while, you'll know that I love the Leica SL camera, the original one. I shoot RAW and then just apply my Mr. Leica SL presets. And I'd argue I could apply the same presets to all three cameras and get very similar photos. I can put a link below to my Leica SL presets, and you can use the SL presets on all three cameras, although I will try and bring out dedicated packs for the SL2 and the SL2-S. What is your favourite SL series camera? Let us know below which model you like the most, or are you waiting for the SL3? When's it going to come? People keep asking me. I may get a Leica SL2-S at some point because I like it for the video capabilities. But then, as I say, the article that I'm going to link in the blog post to follow comments that the SL2-S footage is very similar to the Lumix S5 camera footage. So it's maybe more Lumix than Leica. But yeah, I'll open that can of worms to debate in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, you might want to watch these videos next.